Hi, I'm Stephanie and this is my home, the 16th century Chateau de Lalande. Lalande was owned for hundreds of years by a family of marquises who were at the heart of French royal life. One of them even had the honour of being sent by King Louis XV to greet Marie Antoinette on her arrival in France. But, far from being a stuffy museum, this chateau is a living home. I live here all the time and am regularly joined by my mother, my family, my friends, and wonderful volunteers from all over the world who help me to lovingly restore this historic home. Welcome to Lalande, a chateau filled with life, love, and laughter. Are you ready to start digging, Hanny?
Yeah.
I've got 2 shovels, so...
Okay.
Excellent, you're dressed for it.
Yeah, exactly.
Today's the day that we start talking about the courtyard.
Yes.
Yes!
I've seen the plan.
Excellent. I'm really excited. Yeah, you look doubtful. Philip drew this
It's
based
very
on plans
detailed, I must admit.
that a lovely woman in Canada sent to us. And to describe what I wanted to Philip, I drew this. That's the original drawing. Philip took it to a slightly better level. I didn't give him much to work with.
No, I can see that, yeah.
With those precise, detailed, technical plans, you're good. We do just need to decide, though, how deep the beds are going to be.
Yeah, because I guess we've got the corner point already, haven't we?
That's it. We know that.
So it's just that part.
Depending on how long the sides are, will give us the size of the triangles.
I think we should make it quite big.
Yeah?
I think it's a very just open, boring space at the moment, isn't it?
It is. And do you know what else I'm thinking? Is that the more border, the less weeding of gravel.
Yeah, but then we've got a weed inside.
I know, but weeds in a border, however bad they are, never look as bad as weeds in the gravel.
True, yeah, that's true.
So I think big as well, because when we look down from the upstairs windows, it's got to look grand, hasn't it? And on the original plan, which I would absolutely love to do as well, there's a border, which I forgot to put onto that detailed drawing, around the base of the fountain.
Right, okay.
I think lavender, so that it's less stark, but with a little gap on either side. Because they'll sit on the side of the fountain at each side, but the rest have got a bit of lavender in front.
Right, okay.
You don't look convinced.
Well, no, the lavender will naturally want to extend out.
Yeah.
So even though when they're planted they'll be nice individual plants, they will eventually just
I
form
definitely
more of a
want them
hedge.
to be a hedge,
Right,
but with
you do want
maybe a
that.
gap on either side in the middle.
Is it what's just sort of like a gap like that? Do you mean?
Exactly, maybe
Right,
even
okay.
a bit wider, so to give
Okay.
space for the lavender to
Yeah.
sort of be a bit
Yeah.
blousy, so that you can still go and, let's sit by the water and listen to the fountain and
Yeah.
go in and have a swim, that sort of thing, without climbing over a
on an
lavender
inflatable
hedge.
duck or something.
Exactly. No, now that's it. You've got the full picture.
Yeah.
And in
Okay.
fact, when this courtyard's finished, we will celebrate by putting an inflatable peacock
Yeah.
in the fountain. So far,
Triangle.
our planting scheme is just box, lavender, roses, and underplanted with allium to have really amazing giant alliums in
Just sort of coming
June
up.
coming up.
Yeah.
Yeah. That obviously we can play with that, but that's a good starting point, I think.
Yeah. Okay.
How are you planning to do this? Because what I see is one man, 2 shovels, and a lot of solid earth, and that's not going to work.
Yeah.
I just don't feel that this is high-tech enough for the scale.
Really underestimate my skill set.
Oh, really? You're going to prove me wrong? Well,
Yeah, I mean, it is pretty solid and there's no real goodness in it, is there? I think...
I made the original beds with a volunteer called Jamie, who's amazing, really, really lovely person. We were the only 2 people in the chateau, and we used a pickaxe, and it was a nightmare.
I mean, the problem, I guess... I mean, the box hedge doesn't really need much in the way of nutrition anyway.
Yeah, but in the middle it does. The roses, the
Of
allium.
course, yeah. But what maybe we could do, which you wouldn't notice, we can dig where the roses are, but we could maybe raise it slightly, you know, just a slight dome
Better
of
soil.
manure and soil and
Yeah.
add rather than dig out and put. So we're going to need quite a lot of box.
Yeah, I've no idea where to get it, but yes.
I've got a place online we can order it from.
You have?
It works out, well, we'd have to get them relatively small probably for now.
But everyone hates the small ones. I mean, really, there's a big sizist movement against the size of my box.
But I don't know, if we bought the sort of, not plug plants, but you can get them about 15 centimetres, which is maybe slightly bigger than that.
Okay, a little bit bigger than that and we'll just have
And
to
then
wait.
a year or two they'd be that size,
Yeah.
and then we can cut it.
I mean, those ones, some of them were literally one twig when I moved them. So I know people say they're very small, but I think they've done very well.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, for hedge wise, we can't just plant them all in a row. They need to be staggered,
Really?
probably about every 20 centimetres.
I did not know that. Okay,
to create
fine.
a full hedge.
Lovely. Well, yeah. Right, I'll leave you to just dig out 4 massive beds.
Yeah, good.
See you again at lunch. Philip and Ian are currently working on trying to rig this up at the foot of the stairs, but you're having some difficulty.
Yeah, so the thing up there, it's got a hook and it has like the thing to screw that into. But,
No way of just putting the normal wires in.
no, so either we have to take all that out, but we
Yeah.
wouldn't have anything to attach it to. So
Because the hook's like integrated into the whole thing.
right.
Oh, how annoying.
So what we have done is we've broken the lamp, took everything out. It's like this part and everything.
Okay.
That's the remainder of the lamp once it was a lamp,
Right.
which wasn't working. So we're
Yeah,
reusing.
yeah, you're reusing a
and
broken
recycling.
bulb.
Exactly. And what we're going to do is weld this with a soldering iron to these wires,
Yes.
and then just hang it from the hook that's there and screw it in.
And then hide all of that mess with the little gold
That's
thing.
the idea, kinda. It will be kind of like that. So we'll be showing.
Oh dear, that doesn't strike me as great. I am waiting to see if you can convince me.
Do you think it's better the way it is now?
Yes. Because at least you don't look up now. You go, oh, what a lovely
You do look up
chandelier.
because you're like, oh wow.
So is Ian looking for a soldering iron?
I'm vacating my car to put all my tools in.
Okay.
So yeah, exciting times.
I think we're good. We just need the soldering wire.
I think they might have found soldering wire. Is that what's missing?
Yeah, the solder.
The solder itself. Okay, I'm going back with a different word. Apparently what we need is the solder. Full stop.
I think that's that.
That's the soldering
Iron.
iron. We just need the solder itself.
And that's the wire, right?
Must be the wire, right?
Because he has like soldering.
You need the stuff to...
Yeah, he has that.
Oh, the different...
Well, we just call it solder.
Wow, this is a 3-man job.
Then basically we attach this one
To that
here and the other one to there.
Right.
And then what I was suggesting, to make it electrically insulated, there's some silicone up here on the shelf.
Sure.
And just sort of like fill it up so it's covered. And that seals all of that in.
Right.
And then you're just left with the terminals here, which have already got their insulation on. And everything is electrically protected.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm glad you two know
So-
what's going on because I literally haven't got a clue what you just said.
I
But
don't.
good.
I've never done this before on this, but it's just a connector.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yes, absolutely. All I know is that it's all gone very Blue Peter. We've got
Heath
the-
Robinson, I think, is the...
Heath Robinson? Okay, it's gone a
Yeah.
bit Heath Robinson.
That's it.
It's the bottom of an
The
old
blue-
used bulb.
The Blue Peter, it would have sticky back plastic.
Okay, here we're going silicon.
Here we're going silicon. So we've taken the old Heath Robinson approach and added the more modern silicon to it. So.
What he said. Yeah.
Trust me,
Yeah, I do.
I'm an engineer.
Oh, is this the solder arriving?
Here we go, here we go.
Yay.
So now what we need to find is the small cable, a piece of spare that we can then attach right onto here.
It's all happening in here, Mummy.
So I see.
The men are hard at work doing something that looks to me extremely dodgy.
So it's only the guys that are dodgy doing it, really.
Right.
Well,
As long as nothing happens to my beautiful chandelier.
And also, as long as my beautiful chateau doesn't burn down. So that's the two things. Mummy's worried about the
He's an
chandelier.
engineer.
I'm worried about the
I'm
chateau.
an electrical and electronics engineer by trade, so it will be
Where
safe.
is it going?
The foot of the stairs in the entrance hall.
Oh, we sit there often eating. We haven't got one over the dining room, but we've got one at the foot of the stairs. Very nice.
It's not the right one for the dining room. We're in the dining room too often. It has to be exactly right for the room.
Have we got your blessing?
You have my blessings.
Great.
Can I have that on camera?
He has my blessing.
Why was that scary? That was really scary.
She's looking at you.
Wow, exciting things are happening in the courtyard today. Look at that. Dan has done the most beautiful job of marking out the new beds. That is amazing. What a view I'm going to have from my window when it's done. And next week, the gravel will arrive. So this is a bit of old wire that we found on a lamp that we're not using. So you're just stripping that wire.
Right, yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cut it back to the length you want. Use a proper pair of side cutters. Yeah, so you only need it short length.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Great.
then
Twist it.
and then you need
That's
to
good.
be maybe 2 people. You hold it, and then you solder them together,
Okay.
and blob and hold it until it's set. Once it's set, we don't have to worry too much about insulating it because we'll fill it with silicone, and that will be
Right,
the
okay.
insulation. It will hold it in place.
Great.
Yeah, and you do the same with the other one. So I'll do
Okay.
one.
And I'll do the other.
You do
Sure.
the other one. Yeah. So you're exposing the wire in
wire,
between,
yeah.
because we can't pull it off, otherwise it'll pull the whole thing off.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you couldn't get a purchase.
We can, yeah, exactly. So we just try and melt it back.
Yeah,
So-
they look good. Oh, it's the smell of
Burnt plastic.
it's the smell of when I drive and I forget to take the clutch off. I know that smell very, very well. And you're going to manage to get all of this in here.
Would you like to bet on it?
No, because I know you.
You know me. It's like crazy how it goes in.
It's like Tetris.
It is. Oh, I like challenges.
It's a Tetris nightmare. Doesn't it already feel better?
It's square.
Oh,
It's going to be square?
yes, unless we cut the corners off, which is also a possibility that I am up. It's up for discussion.
Where does Dan sit on the corner cutting?
We haven't actually ever talked to Dan about the corner cutting. I gave him a plan with the corners on, but I did wonder about softening it with the corners off. I like it, Dan.
Have you heard about there's some corner cutting, possibly?
Possible literal corner
corner
cutting. Well, we're wondering about softening the square by maybe cutting the corners a tiny bit.
When Dan just folds his arms, it's like, oh, it's happening again.
Women in robes are being annoying.
Yes. Can I vlog you? So, is this going to be soft or square?
This is what Dan calls the dressing gown mafia.
I see.
Very unimpressed.
It's normally part of the club.
I know, you have your gown on today, Maggie.
Well, actually, I got work to do,
But
so...
what does the dressing gown mafia think?
Uh,
Do we want the corners on or the corners off? Dan, what do you think?
I think leave it quite cornery.
Cornery.
Stephanie Jowers, are you running?
I'm very excited.
She's running.
I think that's called flouncing,
Yeah.
not running.
Running.
What did you just say?
Say it louder.
This looks good. If you come over here, Maddie, you'll be able to see what it looks like from here.
I will. But I'm not running. Because I was just going to go and get more tea. Then I just got pulled up. Right. What were you looking at?
What we're looking at, Maddie, is that Dan's laid out a pattern.
Yeah.
and we're looking at that.
Okay.
Oh, here comes the boss.
Oh no.
Yeah, the godmother.
I think I need to run. I'm gonna get tea.
Lovely, I'll come join you in the kitchen. Tanya and I are modelling what it will be like if there's a 1 metre gap where people can sit at the fountain and the rest has lavender around. This is what it'll look like.
Well, I've never seen garden design done that way, but
It's the roadway. It's the roadway, the way of the road.
Well, first things first is just dig this out, really, isn't it?
Yeah.
However we do it, this will be dug out.
If we're happy with that shape, then we go ahead and dig, and I think we're all happy. You're happy, Mummy?
very happy.
Wow.
But what to put in it is a problem. The problem.
No, Mummy, we'll argue about the planting later. I'm willing to discuss all options. I know you want more box than roses. I'm fine with that as well. We can discuss all of that. That's not a problem.
I just want greenery throughout because it's life and not dead sticks.
Greenery throughout because it's life.
Yes, it's alive. It's well, even
So
in
could you
winter.
rip out all of the roses in the garden, please? Because they're not life.
We're not a fan of
Right,
dead sticks.
is that right, Mummy?
Yeah, she's a twister. Yep, she's a twister.
These are protective work glasses. I just look like a mad professor with them, I think.
Surely that's a good look, right?
What, over the top?
Yeah, excellent. How is it going?
There we
You've
go.
got them stuck together.
Yay, yay. They're in there.
Okay.
Use one before?
No.
Okay, bend over. What do you want to do? Do you want to pump or do you want to hold?
I'll hold it.
Okay, so we just... Yeah.
This looks like the most fun part of the job.
So what?
It's like an ice cream cone.
Yeah, it is.
Looks delicious.
Right,
No.
so
No.
when that goes hard, so you're going to have to leave that like until tomorrow.
Okay.
Okay, so when that's set,
Right.
that's below the surface. So what we do is you connect
Blue to blue.
blue to blue,
Brown
to brown.
Yeah.
Okay,
And then it's done, right?
and then pretty much it's done.
What could possibly go wrong?
It sets, it's set now. Yeah,
Okay.
and that's it. So that won't move. That's fully insulated.
Great.
Let's do a quick test. Can you find the light bulb?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, that's fine. Right, so now that that's in circuit, yeah, to illuminate it, you've got current flowing between these wires.
Right, okay.
Okay, so there's a circuit created, so there's a resistance, so we should be able to measure resistance on here, and that knows, then we know that the light bulbs are working. Okay.
Is that what
Yeah,
we want?
so that, right, now if you unscrew the light bulbs, right, and then the next one, that should go back to like -1. There we go. So
Okay.
you got a circuit. So the light bulb makes a circuit.
Right, okay.
So that proves that
It's
it will
working.
Work.
Great.
Wow, I have a new apprentice. Ian's apprentice. Another Ian.
Yeah, we'll have to call him Ian.
Ian Minor.
He's an honorary Ian.
What level of Ian is this going to be? Because
He's an Ian chick.
an Ian. Well, no, we've got the Ian chicks outside.
Yeah, he's another one.
Well, if you want to call him a chick. Well done, that man.
You've done it.
I think so. Just needs to dry and then.
Oh, yes.
So, on a safety perspective, just check that there are no bare wires
Yes.
and everything is tight.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Great.
I think there's no. They were just inside there. You can see it. Just a
Yeah,
bit.
yeah. As long as you can't touch it with your fingers,
I mean-
that's good. I'm not going to be here
Ribbon.
just because I don't want to see the explosion. So I'll be on my way to Marseille.
Yeah, that's quite an excuse,
I might hear
isn't
it.
it?
It's like boom.
Yeah.
That was full of the lights. It's like a puff of smoke on the horizon.
There goes Lalande. Hello, hello. What is going on up here?
Well, it's a height of industry.
Is it finished?
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah, it is nearly. Look at this. Oh, what a floor. Oh, how magnificent.
Oh, splendid, what?
We have plasterboard, we have a floor, which is really super fun to walk on.
Yes, it's actually going to be a level floor, which is a bit unchateauesque, but we thought we'd give it a go.
What level?
Yes.
Nothing in this chateau is level.
Well, not for this floor.
And what have they chosen for the walls?
Ah, We're just going to put some white paint on it and they can go from what they want.
Okay, they haven't chosen yet. It's really weird for me because this is the first room I've ever not decorated in this house.
Yes, it will be, won't it?
So it's in a way quite fun because I get to just come and see what other people have chosen.
But as I unpack each little surprise parcel, the new piece that goes in it, you can come see.
Oh, they're surprise parcels. I love parcels.
Well, yes, but there's a shower cubicle and a toilet.
I get equally excited about shower cubicles and toilets. I'll definitely come and watch them being unwrapped. Amazing. That's a good day's progress.
It is, it's coming along quite nicely. This fuse board's going to move. I'm going to put it into a little corridor area behind you.
Okay.
That's safe for them.
Yeah,
I know
yeah.
they do that here, but we're going to put a washout basin in that corridor.
Yeah, so get that away from the water.
Yeah, yeah.
Great.
So,
I'm going to get
lovely.
back
Okay.
to the others. Bye.
Take care.
But this is a beautiful sight.
Right?
Yeah. 2 musketeers and a chandelier.
So let's put it up. Let's see if the handiwork Ian and me did is.
Okay, I can't go any higher.
It's a.
You okay?
Well, we could try it, but because this thing is so long. Got it?
Yeah, got it.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, this needs doing, but
Yeah, how are we going to hide all of the gubbins?
like you said with fabric,
Yeah, we have to do something
I can tighten that since.
Excellent, hold that higher.
Well, we couldn't really do a higher.
Because we have a really stupid system.
Yes.
Hanging chandeliers, which works with all the modern ones apparently, but is of absolutely no use.
Oh, there's one missing.
Antique chandelier.
I don't. It wasn't with the.
Oh, yeah, it is.
Sorry, there it is.
It's okay.
Right behind.
Great.
All right, so
Yeah, I think what this chandelier's missing is more crystals.
Right,
You're
yeah?
so right. Yeah, the crystal ball just feels like a real.
But like, actually, there is a hook for that. Like, it's supposed to be one.
Okay.
It's supposed to come
honestly, cat.
Okie dokie.
Well, it's beautiful.
Who's gonna do the honours?
back. Oh, you got Stephanie.
Hey!
Yeah.
We'll buy some bulbs today
Right.
as well.
Yeah.
Oh, but that's beautiful.
Right?
Looks awesome.
In fact, I think what we should do is get a chain and have it hanging lower.
Even lower.
Lower. Just only about this much lower.
Right,
And then
okay.
we put fabric to hide all of that.
Sounds good.
In the meantime, we get the bulbs in and we have a chandelier at the foot of the stairs. How does it feel, Kat?
I think it looks lovely. Philip was getting very excited about the centering of all the crystals, and they just look lovely to me.
It's as lovely as it is.
Should we get Isabel as well?
I love
Yeah,
you
no, that's better.
trying to dig deep. You're like, it's just, I don't care.
I really want to care.
I know
I
you
want
do.
you to know that I really want to care, and I really want to see the details, because I know lots of people put a lot of hard work into it.
One day, there'll be a eureka moment.
I really hope so. With tapestry and fabric and lights and chandeliers, and one day I'll suddenly get it, and then yeah.
Are we still fiddling with the chandelier, with the
But
crystals?
to make sure the crystals are all centered.
Do you know what?
It's very important.
The real reason?
What?
There's peacock poo in it.
You're joking.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
So that's why I was like, well, let's just change the direction.
Unbelievable. They managed to poo on everything, those pesky peacocks.
You wanted them.
I still want them.
Well, if you're going to have poo in the chateau, it might as well be
Right.
peacock.
On your chandelier.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
It looks amazing when you go from outside.
Yeah?
Ah.
Good. Should we get Isabel as well?
Yes.
Okay. Where is she?
Absolutely no idea.
She went up that way.
Okay.
Probably in her apartment.
Yeah.
I'll come get it.
Look up. What do you think?
It's lovely. It's exactly what was needed.
Isn't it
And
just?
it is Florence, isn't it?
Yes, it's Florence's.
Yes, that's wonderful.
We need to hide all of the strange fitting at the top.
I think Selma will have an idea about
Good
it.
idea. We'll speak to him.
It can be a ring.
And when Ian next comes, I'd like it lowered just 4 or 5 inches.
Yes.
Not too much.
Yes,
But so
sure,
you
sure.
see it a little bit lower down from the outside will be
The
very
outside,
beautiful.
You have to see it. It's very, very good.
It makes me want to decorate, I mean, that wall you're standing against for a start.
Right.
What's
But
going
that
on
never
there?
was finished.
No, we've never finished it. Look, it's just a mess. There's no skirting
There
board.
is no skirting. Oh, we know. It does need to be seen completely from the outside.
Yes, so it must come down.
Yes. Okay.
Great.
But that's lovely. Beautiful. Well done.
Glad you like it.
Good.
I've just parked my car and this is the sight that I see when I get home. How adorable is that? All the Ians looking absolutely massive. They tend to sit here for a little while in the evening before it gets too dark, and then when it gets very dark they go and roost right up at the top of the whole chateau roof. Right up there. This is what Marie's mother used to make for her when she was little. It is pasta and eggs. I'll just show you the egg. I've hidden the eggs with the pasta. But there are eggs in there too. In a soup. What type of soup is it, Marie?
Tomato soup, because Isabel had a lot of tomatoes.
Ah, so we're using the garden tomatoes.
Yeah.
This is so nice, thanks.
Enjoy.
It's delicious, Mary.
Thank you.
So it's now 10:30 at night. And I have found Philip in the petit salon, even though he has been working all day, because you suddenly decided you wanted to carry on with this.
Well, I just now got the rope to finish it.
Ah.
So Marie had that. A lot had just broken off.
It's getting a bit rotten.
Yeah, and I could just repair the bits that have broken off, like this one, or replace it. But I'm scared that the rest will break as well, because as you can see here, this one's also very thin.
Yeah, they're going.
So what I'm just gonna do is, like you can see the just darker brown one is the one I've added, and I've just literally done the same as it was. I
Yeah,
will
so you've
leave-
left the original one in,
Exactly.
you've just...
And
that's a
then
great idea.
Hopefully it will be reinforced enough that
Because the ones that have broken, like this one,
Which ones?
yeah, you can see that that's actually higher than the others because over time it
Yeah.
wasn't being kept down, and
Exactly.
it was always very exciting sitting on this chair.
I thought it was very wobbly.
You never quite knew what you were going to sit on. It's like Russian roulette. Marie has summoned us all to the winter salon, where we are going to have our annual goddess training workshop hosted by Marie herself. Last year it was amazing. It sounds like just a bit of fun, but actually it was genuinely so morale boosting and a really fantastic way to think about everything you want to achieve in the coming year, and I found it super, super helpful. So I'm excited to do it again. So let's go and see who my fellow goddess trainees are. Excellent. Kat, Steve and Philippe. 3 magnificent goddesses.
Need of goddessing.
The most goddess-like in the house, don't you think?
Oh,
Yeah, no, you are. I do often think that, Steve. I really do.
well, looking at that fire, and I think Steve doesn't need the training because that is a goddess-like fire.
It is, and can we just pause for a moment to see what Marie's done to the room? It's amazing.
She does love some dim lighting, doesn't she?
I love it too. And her flowers. And, you know, all my favourite things. Beautiful flowers, soft music, fireplace, candlelight, lion bars and Kit Kats. Oh yes. It's going to be a good night.
I can feel it, yeah. Building each other up and then knocking each other down.
No, that's a different workshop.
Welcome to the 3rd Goddess Workshop. This is the 2nd one we'll be having here at Lalande, and I'm very excited to have you all here. Stephanie and Kat has already done the Goddess Workshop. We have Philip and Steve with us, and we're 5 and we're ready to get going.
Yes, we are.
Right, I've got some very exciting lavender oil from Mont Blanc, and I want you all to sniff it and put it wherever you fancy to start the workshop.
Thank you.
Anything that we share in this group will stay confidential. I think we should start. The things you like about yourself, appreciate and love.
That's a very big page.
Very big page.
Stephanie, are you cold?
All goddesses do this. All of them. It's very important to keep a goddess's bottom warm on quite a cold night.
Well, that was brilliant. Hours and hours later, it's 3 o'clock in the morning.
Really?
I'm feeling a bit more goddessy. What about you?
Absolutely.
Are you feeling goddessy?
I'm feeling lighter for having expressed what I could to this wonderful group.
Yeah, me too, actually. And also, we had to write sheets about all of the things that we liked about ourselves, and everyone else added to them. And we've got them to take back to our rooms with us, and they're really lovely, make us really, really warm and fuzzy.
Enjoy.
A huge thank you to all of our patrons at Lalande who are making this vlog possible, especially our Dauphin and Dauphine of Lalande, Yadeland, Ether, Alice Allen, Anna, Brandon and John Michael, Daniela, Dan Banda, Lauren Barnes, Vince Barone, Denise Behrens, Linda C. Bradley, Candice and Ed Borkowski, Veronica Castillo, Zoe Dork, Sakura Dennis, Jackie Ellison, Nicholas W. Fairfax, Tracy Ferrari, Elle Fine, Caroline Förster, Brenda Gibbons, Abigail Grant, Brenda Harris, Delane Holbrook, Kim Hasselhoff, David and Tong Henderson, Jacqueline Holmes, Helen Jacobs, Jimmy Kemp, David and Summer Lalande, Victoria Lapine, Janet Huff Lombard, Frank Martin, Kim Matlock, Meredith, Nina Messick, Robert Miller, Kathy Norrie, JC Ward, MP, Maureen Palmer, Tamara Price, Tonya Renee, Yvonne and Peter Richards, RJB, Bettina Rojek, Hanny Ross, Elizabeth Scandan, Sven Schreiber, Lisa Schultz, Jennifer Shanks, Patty Suhu, Susan Stevens, Jenny Stevenson, Sarah Thornton, Colleen Troyer, Jessica Walker, Brandy Walton, Laura Watkins, Greg Wood, David Young and Lodovico Ordinazzo. And thank you to all of you.